Salute. What's good? What's goody? What's goody? What's good? I got a few people that's on their way to get up in here, man. I want to talk about this. BX, what's good? Got a few people coming through, man. I want to get into some things, man. We want to talk about something. It was just something I was at home thinking about. We got some snow. So, got a little bit of free time before dinner. So let me get up on here and chop it up with my family. It's been a month. It's been a whole month since I've been on here. The last live or the last interaction that I had with my YouTube squad, with my YouTube family, was your sneaker of the year. If y'all have not seen that, it was a pretty good video, man. Y'all might want to. It was a pretty good live, actually. It was a live, so y'all might want to check that out. And granted, we in February in a day or so, so obviously that stuff is old. That was the 2020. What was your sneaker of the year for 2020? Today I want to talk about some things, man. I want to talk about the state of the sneaker culture today. That's what I want to talk to. I got a couple of my good homies. Hopefully they're available to pull up on me today. If not, it's just gonna be me and y'all. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know how I like that dialoguing back and forth. That dialoguing. I'm sorry. That dialogue and back and forth. To make it interesting. You know what I'm saying? To make it interesting. Also watching the Living Color at the same time. I mean, not Living Color, but Living Single. Classic. You know what I'm saying? It's a classic. But yeah, man, like I said, I wanted to get into that. You know what I'm saying? See what my folks talking about. See what people's feeling about that. The sneaker culture, man. The state of the sneaker culture today. It's my good man, Retro Young in the building. Y'all already know he was pulling up. My good man, Retro Young. Retro Young, a.k.a.
What's the word?
A.k.a. the Devil's Advocate. Okay, that's his name. Retro Young, a.k.a. the Devil's Advocate, a.k.a. Mr. Canceled. Is that what they call calling them these days? A.k.a. Mr. Canceled, man.
What's wrong with you, nigga?
That's what they calling you these days, man. I just want to address you appropriately, my brother.
Cut it out.
I just want to address you appropriately. So, like I said, I sent out the link to about 2 or 3 more people. Hopefully if they jump in, they jump in. If not, it is what it is.
Hold on, I'm gonna get my like in. Hit that like button. There we go.
Nothing but the like. The likes are legendary,
Share.
Especially if they wanna show love and like to the comment. If you watching and you don't want to like, it's okay. I don't want you to feel pressure. You know what I'm saying? It's all right.
I mean, but it's free though, so.
There we go. Yeah, it's free. It don't cost a dime,
It's a pay me now culture. Not all, most, but many passionate shoe too. Yo, honestly, if we're gonna start right off with that, the shoe review shit, that shit over, bro. That shit's done. Like if you in it, you in it, and you doing it because you just like to do it. Because everybody has they set, person that they might go watch to watch shoe reviews. But
what's good?
I don't even watch that shit like no more. Like,
yeah, like you said though, I feel like everybody got their set people on who they want to watch and stuff like that. I feel like for me, how I look at the culture today, I look at it, and I've been looking at it. It's not just like right now. I've been looking at it for quite a while. I feel like a lot of these people are here because they want to be liked and accepted. That's what I feel.
All right, but like and accepted where? In the sneaker culture or just the internet social media world, period? Because that goes for both.
I feel like it,
Oh shit, you freezing on me. Yo,
can you hear me?
is that me or you? I think that's you. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
I mean, I was saying I do feel like it's a lot of negativity in the sneaker culture, which is weird because
Nah, there ain't enough. There ain't enough negativity in the sneaker culture.
it shouldn't be none though. Like you just buy sneakers because you like them. Where's the negativity coming from? Like what is it? What does negativity got to do with me buying a sneaker that I like?
Oh, so you're saying the negativity as far as what people are buying, not what they're doing.
So I just don't put it like this. I feel like if you're here to buy sneakers and get the fuck about your business. You know, the negativity. I don't really see where the negativity has its place in the sneaker culture because at the end of the day, if everybody who's a part of the sneaker culture is just buying shoes that they like and living their life, where does the negativity fit in it?
But that's what I'm asking. I need what is an example of the negativity? Because it sounds like you're saying somebody being mad that somebody else is buying a certain shoe. Is that what you're referring to?
I can't necessarily say because I don't have any negativity towards anybody for what they're doing. But we see a bunch of negative stuff in this part of the culture, obviously, because we all kind of intertwine in some form or fashion, whether it be YouTube, Instagram, whatever the case may be, like through social media.
But we gotta give it a name though. Negative what? Like just saying negativity is what? We gotta give it something. Like we can't sugarcoat it. It gotta be exactly what it is. What are we talking about? That's like somebody saying they don't like something and niggas is like, oh, they just hating. That's what it's like saying. It's not hate. The motherfucker just didn't like it.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
As far as the negativity, what are we talking about? Would I bet the better way of saying it? What would be positive then? If we're not trying to have negativity in the game, what would be positive?
Just for people to buy their shoe, get their shoe, and keep it moving. Because obviously, the shoe that you spending it's your money. So you spending your shoe on your money to move. To do what you want to do. I necessarily, like I said, I look at it as though I look at it from just being on the outside looking in, not even on the outside, but from just being a part of the game. That at this point, I feel like a lot of people, like I said, they just want to be accepted. They want to be accepted into the sneaker culture. They want to be accepted on the internet. I mean, granted, you'll have people who say that's not the case, but that's what it looks like.
Okay, so all right, now we're getting to where you. So the niggas' actions ain't matching what they saying.
In a sense,
it's a nice outlet for creative juices to flow in a stagnant environment, especially during COVID. Yo, I'm gonna tell you this: if anybody is getting into the sneaker YouTube to review shoes now, it's over. I'm just gonna keep saying
it depends on what they get into it for.
I always say that it depends on what you're getting into it for. But what I'm saying now is what else is motherfuckers getting into it for?
I mean, I don't know, because you got some people who would watch a Tony and they feel like, oh, I could do that. I can make money off YouTube. So let me get into it for that.
But then they forget that Tony is he been in this thing for a minute.
Oh, absolutely.
He's been doing it consistently for a minute. So what I'm saying is, if you're starting now, if you're trying now to think you're gonna blow up overnight to be, and we're just using Tony as an example here.
Yeah, yeah.
To blow up to turn into a Tony overnight, and you about to just start on the Jordan 9 that just released, you got another thing coming.
No, I agree. I totally agree. But that's why I said it depends on, well, like you always say, it depends on what you in it for. Because some people could be in it. Like I always say, when I started YouTube, I just thought it was a dope platform to talk about sneakers.
Yeah.
Like monetizing my videos and making money. I already make money. You know what I'm saying? I make money already. Now, granted, if an opportunity presents itself, I'm not going to leave no money on the table. But my driving force to start my YouTube channel wasn't to make money, wasn't to live off YouTube.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's driving force though now.
Yeah, and also it's that, and it's to, like I said, I feel like it's to be accepted. A lot of people move like they want to be accepted. A lot of people operate like they just want to be cool. They want to be accepted. They want everybody to like them. I feel like this culture is this is a pretty costly lifestyle just for somebody to like you.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think if they're doing it to be accepted, it's a weird thing because you a grown ass man.
No doubt.
Or a woman. Like you grown now. Like no, ain't nobody in high school, ain't nobody in, so at this point, if you're doing shit to be accepted, then you need to find yourself first.
I agree 100%. That's just what it looks like. It just looks like everybody, because like for instance, like me and you talk daily. You know what I'm saying? And you see people like you'll see people who will probably who will go after every single shoe known to man. Every single shoe, anything that pops up on the sneakers app, they want to go for. Now, granted, you're grown, you're entitled to do whatever you want to do. But in that sense, it's like, okay, are you doing this because are you doing this because you really like the shoe? Or is that because you feel like if you get the shoe, it's going to have people want to deal with you on another level. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird to me.
But that's part of the game, though.
What's part of the game? Trying to buy every single shoe that release?
It's not trying to buy everything that release, but motherfuckers be trying to have the one up. Not me per se, but motherfuckers want to get that shoe so that they can be like, yeah, I got it. And so you ain't get it. Or because that's what the whole got him thing is about. The sneaker culture is that. Got him is to say, I got him and you didn't.
I mean,
what else would you post it for then? Why not wait till the shoe comes and then show the shoe? Why post the got him picture? Come on, my nigga. We know what that is.
You think the got him is to like
it's to brag. It's to gloat. Yo, I got a pair and you didn't. My nigga, what do you mean? What got him? What the fuck what are we doing?
Yeah, but but it's been times where we've seen a million got hims though.
Hold on. Then why not? Why don't people post that?
I think they posted this to say they got the shoe. I mean, because I think they posted it. They posted to say they got the shoe. That's a part of the culture.
You could post the shoe.
No, you can post the shoe. Yeah,
when you get it.
That's about 4 or 5 days away.
So what's pushing you? What is the driving force behind you putting that got him up there? It's to let the community know, or whoever's on your timeline, checking your timeline, that I got him. And then 9 times out of 10 in the comment section, what you gonna see? Oh man, you got him. You always hit. I caught an L. That's what
no. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's what you see. Yeah, I agree with that.
So that's all I'm saying. So a lot of niggas is just trying to cop to get that post.
So you're saying a lot of niggas is trying to get the got him sign just to hurt niggas' feelings. They don't even really want the shoe.
First off, let me start off by saying I think a lot of niggas don't even be gotten them. Okay,
I feel like that for a while.
Because think about it. Well, a lot of niggas that be posting that got him, you never see the follow up. You never see the follow up. You just see the got him.
The follow up is very far in between, and then a lot of people necessarily don't wear their shoes, which is another weird, like a weird situation. Like I don't know.
Look what
I mean, and people will say that about me because I try to, I just don't have time. But especially like with everything going on right now, obviously you can't really move around as much as you would want to.
Hold on, I want to go back to that joint you put up there where it said the unemployed doing 2 full-time but not making money, and they see the negative side, the back and forth to get bread. Honestly, once again, we have to name what you're talking about as far as negative side. You can't. I'm sorry, I'm not going to just allow us to label that the negative side. I don't feel it's the negative side. I feel the fuck shit is needed. Because motherfuckers be letting niggas get away with shit and say shit and do shit that 9 times out of 10 don't need to be let go. Like if a nigga's fronting, if he's lying and you talk about it or you say something about it, that's not me being negative. That's just me calling it out.
But we also got to remember that we're in a culture where if an individual is on some wild shit, depending on who that individual is, the average person, they're not gonna say nothing to him because they don't want to get put on blast.
But then, okay, cool.
And again, they want to be liked by that person. They want the person to be cool with them.
Now there it is, right there.
They want the person to be cool with them, so they don't say anything.
So you know a nigga doing fuck shit, and you just want to still be cool with him, so you don't say nothing. That's what you're saying.
That's typically how it works. You know it's doing some wild shit, but you won't say anything to him because it's a clout situation. You feel like being next to this individual or being around this individual will get you something.
That's wild.
It's mad wild. But I mean, you know, this is what we see.
Because at the end of the day, you got to stand for something. Like, so if you can't speak your mind, like if you working that hard to be cool or accepted by somebody, but you can't be yourself, there's an issue there.
It's a major issue. That's a fact. It's a major issue for that. But again, like I said, this is how I feel. This is what a culture is as of now. This is where it is now.
Yeah.
This is where it is now. Like it's all about just being cool and being accepted.
I think it just really just depends on who you trying to be cool and accepted by. You can't be accepted by somebody that can't do nothing for you.
But we know that.
The person that is doing what they're doing, they obviously are getting the result that they want. As long as that person is cool with them, I think that's what they're safe with. Because if they're not getting no bread from it,
yeah, but being cool with somebody doesn't feed your family. You know that's.
I don't think they're worried about that though.
I mean, yeah. I mean, no. Clearly, they can't be.
They're worried about the perception. They're not worried about the bag.
Yeah, so that's what it is. It's all about. It's the perception. Like you look like you look like this. You and this person is tight. So since you and this person is tight, you feel like I'm at a different place because I'm cool with this person, regardless of how this person's moving or regardless of the type of nonsense this person does. I'm cool with this person, so it look like I'm cool with him. Everybody's walking with this person, so I gotta be cool too. People gonna look at me the same way.
Yeah, but that's just down to being opinionated. Then a lot of niggas don't. They don't have their own opinion.
Yeah, I mean, and then there's people who wouldn't even agree with that. There's people who probably wouldn't even agree with what I'm saying. That's how I see it.
It's working. I agree with you on that, Retro. What's working?
That's how I feel. I just feel like we just I just feel like I don't know, man. Like I said, because I'm still as far as where sneakers are as of today, like the sneaker game, the way everything is moving now. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with the way the sneaker game is progressing. I don't have a problem with that. Like I'm loving the black. I'm loving the black designers, the black sneakers. I'm loving them because they coming up with different stuff. I'm loving them. I'm loving the random releases. I'm loving that. That's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else.
Yeah, but that's such a small percentage of the sneaker culture.
Absolutely.
That's actually the math of the sneaker culture. Like that just doesn't change. Like that's always going to be there. You know what I'm saying? The sneakers, the releases, and how you cop shit. That's always going to be a part of the sneaker game. But I think the game has transformed. It's evolving. It's steady changing as technology comes into play, as social media gets more, as more people get crowned different levels of shit. I think it's always going to get, once the motherfuckers started getting paid, that's when shit went left.
What do you mean?
Well, you got to remember there was a time with shoe reviews and things like that. Yeah, nigga, nobody was making money. As far as YouTube, there was a time where reselling wasn't a big thing. I'm talking about go back when Flight Club maybe was the only app. How about that?
So you think the money aspect of it changed everything?
Yeah. Always. Nigga, if I'm doing something, if I've been doing something for years, okay? I've been doing something for years. And then on the fifth year, I'll start seeing people do the same thing I'm doing, but then these motherfuckers is getting paid for it. Some people are gonna flock to that. I think it's brought a lot of people in that necessarily aren't the typical label of sneaker or the sneaker culture. They're just in it for the business side. It's the money side.
I can see that. Which and again, I feel like that kills it. Because you got a lot of people. Majority of the people who would probably get into sneaker reviews on the tube or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna say more than half have the notion that they can get into it and make money.
Exactly. They had to see somebody say or make some money off of it for them to want to do that. They didn't have that idea before they saw it. That's what I'm saying.
No, I could agree with that. I still, like I said, I still feel like that throws the game, that kills the game. Cause now you can type in Jordan 11 Jubilee, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it may take you a week to get through all those reviews.
Mm-hmm.
It may take you about a week.
Yeah.
You got, like I told you before, you got a 13-year-old kid who has a fucking who has an Android and a house lamp. He set up his Android. He made sure the lamp he take the lampshade off, and he's reviewing the Jubilees in the yellow with the yellow background.
Yeah.
So on that aspect of it, it also makes it like it's different because there's no more originality at this point. Because everybody can do it. Everybody's doing it now.
But there never was, though.
You don't think so?
Nah. I don't think there was ever any originality. It was always everybody showing the same review. The problem came when it became a crab in a bucket situation. That's what I feel like it became. Like people started once you start moving for the likes and the subs, it's a total different thing than if you're just doing it out of the love for it or wanting to. All right. Case in point, let's say you drop a video. Now, in your mind, you want that shit to go viral nobody's gonna do it not wanting people not to see it. You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But if you do drop a video and it only gets, let's say, 100 views, you straight. You gonna go on about your business.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really about the views or the subs. It was about you dropping some content, you getting off your opinion about that shoot, and then you on to the next one. That's not the same for everybody.
No, I agree with that. I agree.
So I'm just saying that's why it's become so oversaturated, because now it's like anybody can do it. But back then, anybody can do it. You got to remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, back then it was probably the same way. Anybody could do it, but if anybody with a camera could do it.
Yeah, so then the originality part is like, nah, it's not original. Okay, what's the hot Jordan? What's the hot sneaker right now? Okay, I'm gonna go get that shoe. Boom.
Now, I see, I do, and the reason why I say I do feel like there's some originality, because you can watch a Zaya review. You can watch a I'm just going to throw out names. A Flight Academy review. You can watch a Tweezy review, and you can watch a Bull review.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like out of all of those reviews, you're going to see who took the time to really you're going to see who took the time to really keep you focused from start to end of their video.
But to me, that's not originality. That's just a personality or a character thing. That's not.
I'm saying originality to say, because you took the time to make sure your video was 100. You took the time to make sure your video was perfect.
So, what's that mean, nigga? We both reviewing the same shoe, nigga. It's the same video.
We both agree on the same shoe, but you gotta also me and you reviewing the same shoe. But if I'm just showing the shoe in front of the camera, saying, yeah, you got this, you got that, you got this, you got that, and then your video, you saying you got this, you got some music playing, you got some fucking lights flashing, you got all type of drops. That's different.
So
it's the same shoe, but you have more. Your original. You more original. You using more originality than I am. Because I'm just saying, oh, you got the patent lever. You got the what the fuck is that shit at the bottom? The you know what I'm talking about on the side. You got the ice bottom.
You sound like old boy right there.
I know, right? Look, I haven't done that shit in so long, but you know what I'm saying. It's like,
nah, nigga, I don't know what you're saying, nigga. That shit the same thing, nigga.
It's the same thing, but some videos are gonna keep you more stuck than others because
what does
they bring in more originality to it because they adding more shit to it.
That shit don't mean nothing either, though, nigga.
You watching the Jordan review on a Star Wars movie.
What's that mean, though?
It's gonna keep you there quick longer than somebody just holding the fucking shoe talking.
I don't believe that.
Really?
You've seen? What do you mean, really, nigga? Go to YouTube. There's niggas that editing and all that shit is on point. They feel they put their all in the motherfucker. They didn't edit it for the last 5 days, nigga, to get 50 views. Fuck out of here.
That nigga say for the last 5 days. What's good, my brother?
What's up, Mo? What's going on?
What's good?
My man said for the last 5 days.
I'm lying?
No, you're right. You're actually right.
Exactly.
What's
that
going
don't
on,
matter
fellas?
no more.
It doesn't matter at this point. At this point, it doesn't matter because a lot of people are not watching reviews at this point.
Exactly.
What are we talking about today?
What's the last time you watched a shoe review?
Honestly, probably last year. No, I haven't been. I haven't been excited with anything this year so far.
So hold on, Virtual. Before you laugh, now last year could have been last month. So when you say last year, what do you mean?
Fine. So probably like December.
Okay, so that's not bad. That's not bad.
What do you mean? What do you mean that's not bad? Sneakers come out every week.
Yeah, but you're gonna go watch a review of something that you're interested in. Just because they're coming out every week, you're not gonna watch every review.
You prove my point. So if sneakers come out every week and he can actually just say December, that means all through January, all the mofos that did their editing and reviews and all that, they didn't get that view. You know how many people is like that?
No, I agree. But you're gonna only look at a review of something that you're interested in.
So this is my opinion. I think it's oversaturated. Too many people are doing it. It's only so many opinions you'll give about a certain shoe. So, I mean, for me, I watch the certain person I like, as far as like the personality and stuff like that, the flow of the show, over all the 1,000 other ones that are out there.
Do you think it's too many sneaker reviews? Yes. I mean, yeah, I felt like that. I felt like that years ago.
But who are we to say that? Like, who's the gatekeeper?
I mean, it's just an opinion.
No. Yeah, it's an opinion. But I'm saying, as far as shoe reviewers, anybody can do it, so it's free. I said it.
It's free. Yeah.
If they start charging people to upload on YouTube, that's when you'll see the difference. I guarantee you.
Absolutely.
You won't see too many shoe reviewers or people doing it because they're gonna look at it like that's money going out that ain't coming in.
That's a fact. Correct. I totally agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
Just simple math. The only reason why there's so many shoe reviewers is because it's free to be on YouTube.
Absolutely.
I mean, but I think that goes for anything on YouTube. Same thing like podcasts. Everybody got a podcast now because it's free. You know.
Yeah, but a podcast at least is just it's a voice or an opinion. You're just talking. It's more like a conversation recorded. You know what I mean? Like you're not really going out buying a shoe to.
I see what you're saying.
To do it was like a podcast. Is like if we all, you know, like a barbershop. If I pull up and we yo hit the record, let's just chop it up. That type of.
So, I agree.
But for a shoe review, you got to have the shoe in hand to be actually do the review. So yeah, I feel you.
There you go.
Yeah, I feel like in order to do an accurate, because I've seen people do. I wouldn't even a review of a photo of a shoe, which is weird. Like
that's
photo.
Right. Like
I don't really understand. I never really understood that. But yeah, to do an accurate review, obviously you would have to have the shoe in hand.
Yeah. And
you understand that? Cut it out, yo.
No. I understand it, but it's weird. It's weird to me. Because I don't understand why you're doing that.
You know why?
So. I think there's a small percentage of people that do it because they get paid. So if Nike or whoever sponsoring is giving them money to talk about this shoe or talk about a certain product, they're getting a kickback for it or whatever. I can't think of the name, but one of the guys, sometimes like he's sponsored by Chance Sports and stuff like that. So if you get to that level of it, it's a business. Yep. And I get it and I respect that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a business at that point.
Right. But yeah, it's definitely oversaturated.
To the max. And like I said, I still feel like a lot of people are here because they see, oh, there's a community for this. All I gotta do is buy shoes and I can be like cool. I can hang. That's what I promise you, that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me. It looks like people are and like I said, I could be dead wrong. That's just what it looked like. It just looked like people are just spending up this money to buy these shoes because they can be cool with people. Or they can be out at an event and they can take pictures with these people. And they can say, oh, I know these people. That's what it looked like to me.
But if the culture says that's what it is, then can we fault them?
What do you mean? The culture, we are the culture, though.
Yeah, what I'm saying is nobody's saying that that's not it. You get what I'm saying? Like nobody, like that's not a conversation of, like all right, amongst us, we might say buy what you like. You know what I mean? Buy what you like. But the companies are saying, hey, every Saturday we're dropping a shoe. So if you want to be cool, buy
it up for us.
Exactly. That's the culture or the business is, yo, get that hype shoe or get the latest shoe and you're cool. Wait, and you're cool. Now if we all run to that, you can't fault somebody that's looking from the outside in that says, oh, I need that sneaker to be cool or I need that shoe to be accepted because that's the way it's sold. That's the way it's pushed.
Yeah. I can't fault a kid.
Cut it. Oh, here you go. I already know where you go.
Yeah, I can't fault a kid. I can't fault a kid for thinking like that. For an adult, yes, I can.
Like,
I knew you was going there.
No, do you not agree? I can't fault I can't fault a 12-year-old because he's 12 years old.
Yeah, but I can't fault the adult if they want to have friends. If they want to be cool, they might have never been cool.
Stop.
Now you talking about a 12-year-old watching it or a 12-year-old starting his own?
I'm talking about a 12-year-old that sees a shoe and he feels like, oh, I got to get this shoe because this shoe gonna make me cool and I'm gonna be able to fit in with the cool kid. No, I can't fault because he's 12 years old.
Yeah, I mean, that's
somebody who's 25 and above. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
So you're faulting the person that wants to be a part of something.
For example, like the Jubilee shoe that came out, that thing was overhyped. I mean, it's a good shoe. It's been out before.
It is a
time, but
that's it. They're facts.
But it was like
what shoe was that?
The Jubilee that came out during Christmas. It was overly hyped.
That shoe was trash. I'm so sorry, bro.
It's not. I wouldn't call it a trash shoe, but it's not. It's nothing new. It's recycled and it was overhyped. It's only because they made a bunch of them. They wanted to push them.
So that's the thing. So speaking of the Jubilee, do you think it was overhyped or is it a typical Christmas Air Jordan 11 release though?
I think it was both.
Yeah, I agree. Both.
I don't think. Put it like this. I don't think. This is my opinion. I don't think Jordan Brand has to push the 11 around Christmas time because the people are gonna already do that.
Because we already know there's an 11 coming every December. We know exactly.
That. So we know. So since we know it's an 11 coming every, Jordan Brand is like, yeah, we're gonna release these pictures and we're gonna let them do what they do because we know they're gonna wild out for them because it's Christmas. To me, I was not impressed with that Jubilee at all.
Not either.
Yeah, it was a regular black Jordan 11 icy bottom. Like it wasn't nothing different.
That wasn't a Space Jam. It's a difference.
No, yeah, it's a difference.
Come on, Retro, stop, bro, stop it. That wasn't a Space Jam.
Why is that the go-to to compare though?
Because if we're gonna talk
wasn't the Space Jam, if you ask me.
If we're gonna talk about a black 11, if we're gonna talk about an all black 11 with the icy bottom, if we're not talking about a Space Jam, there's nothing else to talk about.
See, here you go.
The Jubilee to me is trash. The 72 and 10 is trash. The Gamma 11 was trash.
And you're naming like big 11s. Like once you hit the Gamma and the 72, those was two big 11s. Outside of the Jubilee, those was two big 11s.
They were all trash though. But this is my opinion though. This is my opinion.
Oh yeah. I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like I said, I'm not going to fault the person that wants to be with the in crowd. That's what they feel they need to do with the in crowd.
I would never fault the 12-year-old. The 25-year-old, yes, I am.
Why you going? You don't want the 25 to be cool?
As 25, you're an adult. You should be able to make your decision and say, look, I like this shoe. I'm buying it because I like it. Now I'm buying it because I want to walk with them tomorrow. Nah, bro, that ain't it.
Well, there's a lot of things people should be doing. We know.
Really?
Doesn't anyone ever say how uncomfortable Jordan's been uncomfortable since
forever.
Yeah, ain't nobody ever. Hey, if you rock Jordans, you know they not comfortable. They're not meant to be comfortable. They meant to look good.
They meant to look good.
If I want comfort, I'm buying some New Balances.
Yeah, you gotta know. Buying a pair of Jordans, you're making the sacrifices to say it's either I want to look good or I want to be comfortable. You're not gonna buy a Jordan and have both.
Nah.
Maybe depending on the number, like
Jordan 2, 10, good. You can wear that all day.
The 2, yeah. That might be it. Yeah. That might be it. The 10 and the 2. Because everything else, it's over.
I agree with BX down there, but I think it's been oversaturated. It's been the sneaker game been oversaturated as far as sneaker YouTube reviews since 2015. This shit ain't nothing new. That's why I can't say oversaturated now. I just gotta say everybody doing the same shit.
So is this say so? But then you get people say the sneaker YouTube is dead. Is it? I don't agree. Dead. I don't agree with that though.
What?
I don't how it's alive.
I don't agree that sneaker YouTube is dead because stuff like this.
What's that mean?
Stuff like this. Like we can still we can still chop it up on YouTube and have good conversations about sneakers on YouTube.
That's different. Talking about sneakers,
the review
aspect, right, and having a review is two different things.
Yeah,
the review aspect is killer. No, the review aspect, the sneaker reviewing is there.
Right.
Sneaker YouTube, I don't believe is there.
So you would consider what we're doing right now sneaker YouTube?
Yeah, because how else did we meet? We have one. All of us have one common goal.
Yeah,
we have one thing in common that got us here today.
Right.
All right. I digress.
So I'm saying on that aspect of it, I look at it like, okay, it's not necessarily dead. Now like I said, the reviewing aspect is dead. I'll say that to an extent though, because I'm gonna be honest. The last review I watched was the Supreme. What was that? The MAC Supremes, whatever the number was, when they released those 3 colors.
Oh, the TNs.
Yeah, that was the last review that I probably watched.
For me, honestly, the only thing I've even watched a review for is to find out maybe a sneaker I don't know about that's coming out release. Other than that, I like a sneaker because I like it. I don't need you to tell me about it and put it on foot for me to really decide if I want to buy it or not.
Yeah, I mean, because for the most part, honestly, if you watch a review today, more than likely, if I'm going to watch a review today, I'm trying to really see what the size run of the shoe is. Honestly, I'm waiting to hear true to size or go up or go down. That's what I'm really waiting to hear. To be honest, that's what I'm waiting to hear. If it's a shoe that I really want. Other than that, nah, I'm probably gonna pass.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like now, like I said, with and like Retro said, it ain't like all of a sudden today. It's like, all right, anybody that's going to be reviewing sneakers after this point, stop it. No, it's been what? It's been about what, 4 years? It's been about 4 to 5 years. We were like, oh, okay, man, this is getting out of hand.
Yeah, it's going on the 6th year. 2015 is when it was like, this is getting too much. Because you got to remember, if you think that
Facts,
shoe reviews.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Tony D, like he's on that level where he's getting like sponsorships and stuff like that. That's the guy I think he signed with Champs, Tony D. But that level, that's cool.
A lot of people,
that's the business.
A lot of
job though.
Right.
Exactly.
That's
their job. I don't even look at them as that's their job. They obviously enjoying what they're doing, but I mean they've done it consistently and stayed up on it. So to think that you're going to get in the game now I mean
anything's possible, but you have to bring something new to it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You have to be something a different angle because at this point you're just duplicating what that person's already doing.
That's the problem. There ain't no different angle anymore. It's shoe, camera, review. Culture dead is business. Now that's a fact.
Yeah, it is definitely business. That's for sure. It's definitely business. Which, like I said, to me, maybe it's just me though, but I don't like. I'm just not here for the business side of it. Like I said, maybe that's just me. Because I love sneakers. No matter how much I try to stop, how much I say I'm going to downsize, I love sneakers. So it's like it's hard to now to see where the game is slowly going. It's like
for example, StockX, I think in the beginning had all good intention because it gives people who normally wouldn't have access to get a certain sneaker. Now you can get it. You don't have to be in line somewhere. If you're willing to pay a higher price, you can get a sneaker that you really want. But now it's getting carried away. Like when people are just buying stuff just to jack up the price ridiculously for a certain pair of shoe and just taking advantage of it. You know.
I mean, so at that point, are they really taking advantage though?
I mean, like I said, it's a business now. But I don't know what StockX platform purpose was beginning. Like their business statement was it to give people access.
Did you just say is StockX really taking advantage? That what you just?
Well, StockX is not the person doing it. If we don't put the shoes up there and sell them for a certain price, we're in control. It's like the stock market. we have control of how high shoes are going to go. StockX is just there to provide a service. They're the middleman.
StockX most definitely plays a part in this, though.
So you think StockX is taking advantage of people?
Yes.
Huh.
The reason why I
Part of
don't
the game.
The reason why I don't think they're taking advantage of people is because we set the price.
Exactly. They don't.
We set those
Wow.
prices.
That's yo. I'm tired of people selling that. Well,
So
we don't
what-
set the price.
So who does?
One single idiot. It's not
Right,
a
I'm
we.
saying, but that single idiot is not StockX though.
And that single idiot could be us. The single idiot could be okay. So
Because listen. Your answer is going to be if we all don't pay that price, right? That's what you're going to say. If we all don't pay that price, then they can't market that way, right?
to an extent,
That's all I'm saying. So it ain't got nothing to do with we. StockX knows what they're doing, and that one person, especially somebody that doesn't know about the game. Think about somebody that doesn't know about the game, doesn't have nobody around them to school them. All they know is StockX, and they see something up there for $800. They just think it's $800. They don't have nobody to go to ask or anything, so they're just gonna pay that $800.
But StockX is not the person putting it up there for 800 though.
Not all those shoes are consigned. StockX has back. I think StockX sells a lot of shoes. They just put somebody else's name.
oh, they definitely do. Yeah, they
I
definitely
see
do.
what you're saying.
They
I see
All
what
definitely
you're
those
saying.
shoes ain't consigned. That is
Yeah, they definitely do. They
I see
definitely
what
do.
you're saying.
I'm saying the reason why I'm saying I don't feel like StockX is getting over because for the most part we all know we all know how the market moves. I'm willing to pay $600 for a shoe.
for a dunk. Let's keep it specific now. So a dunk. Let's matter of fact. Let's keep it.
That's not specific because I never paid $600 for a dunk.
No. What I'm saying is,
And I wouldn't.
I want to see what you say if you say StockX is not taking advantage of. Now, a dunk retail is $100. StockX got that bitch up there for $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Or is that them?
No.
Okay, hold on. Now, as a business, you're taking advantage of because you know you can try to get 1,000. Why not throw it up there for 500? You're still making profit.
No, I agree.
So if StockX is the person that has it up there for 1,000 and they're making that price up there so people follow, then okay, I agree with you. If that's what they're really doing behind closed doors,
That's
yeah,
what a
that's
lot of
bad
people
business.
run off of. You ever go to a consignment store and they go check StockX? I'm here dealing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you
that's-
going to StockX? That's what
I hate that shit.
that's
That
the
shit
part I'm
burns me
saying.
up on the inside.
You feel me, though? That's all I'm saying. If I go into a consignment store and I'm like, yo, let's talk business. And let's see what it's going for on StockX. Well, wait a minute, what part of the game is that?
Right.
I'm here dealing with you. You should be trying to make the profit on whatever you spent for it, not what StockX tells you. Or
Right.
even when they're paying you back, they tell you, oh, well, StockX is only paying out this. What does that mean to me? What does that have anything to do with anything?
So again, the reason why I don't know, I feel like we set the bar, and like I said, unless StockX got whatever going on, you said they're going on, which is possible. We just don't have 100% proof of it.
Right. We need to do an inside story.
Yeah, we don't.
There's no way I'm making people pay triple, quadruple the price for some dunk. So when they say we, I can't get on board with that we shit.
I agree. I think it's ridiculous.
You don't feel like? I mean,
I don't feel like we set the price. Nah, I feel like
you said one idiot because it's like a domino effect. Because if I post this up for 1,200 and then it sell, the last you sold for 1,200. So the next thing after me is he's probably gonna post it for 1,200 again or 1,150. So it's like a domino effect.
it is. But if it was a we thing, I feel like just like you guys said, none of us should pay that price, and then it'll drop. Right? That's how it should work.
That's how it should work. And if you and honestly,
But I've seen that with some shoes. I've seen that with some shoes sell for really high in the beginning because the hype, and then a few months you see it go way down by like $100, sometimes more, sometimes.
And that's what I was gonna say. I've seen plenty of shoes on StockX. They might have started at a specific price, but no, they're not moving.
But why is that the place I have to go to find it? That's the part I'm saying they take advantage of. That's the only place. Listen, that's the only place you can go to find it.
Okay, but you can't blame.
But I don't look at it as
StockX
taking advantage if you was able to corner the market first.
I'm saying StockX did their job. They marketed it and they branded it. That's just the branding. It's like, why is everybody buying Nikes? Why most people buy Nikes versus any other shoe? It's about their branding and their marketing. They did their job. That's how you get successful. You make sure you're the most popular person out there so that everybody comes to you and that you set the standard.
No, that's a fact.
No. So I mean, I can't get mad at them for doing their job. They want to be successful.
I'm not mad at them. I'm just saying I see the finesse. Like they can't tell me that they not just picking at the culture. Like, hell no. Y'all in it for the bag. Y'all don't really care about the sneakers.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I feel like with StockX, the only thing I hate is them damn fees.
Yes, on both ends.
I typically feel like whoever's selling the shoe, they setting the price.
It's the buyer seller's fault for price.
Because you got to think. Because you got to think. If now we know how the Chunky Dunkies did, right? The Chunky Dunkies was $100. It was so much damn hype. I told myself, "Hey man, if I missed the retail, fuck it. I got 500." You laughed at me. You laughed me out and said, "Bro, it's not happening for 500."
Exactly.
It's not happening for 500. So
that's not crazy to you?
It's very crazy.
Okay, that's all I want to make sure.
But you got to remember, as limited as those were, along with all that damn hype, 500 was never an option.
No, it was like
before they even hit StockX, we saw that they was never going to be 500. You probably can't even get a used pair for 500.
Just like the Dior's. Now that Homeboy wore them at the inauguration,
unbelievable.
They were super expensive before that. Now, just because one person had them on, and there's nothing new. We all knew about the Dior's. There's nothing like, oh, where do you get that pair of shoes from? But if one person put it on and everybody sees it, it creates a craze.
Yeah, that's exactly what it did. That's exactly, and to me, that shit. I mean, I don't know. I feel like any sneaker that was caught coming down them steps at the inauguration would have been booming today. I feel like any sneaker at that point, it didn't even have to be the Dior ones. It could have been any sneaker at that time that would have been coming down those steps, and it would have been booming.
I don't even understand that right there, but
I don't understand that either. But we living in a world where
that's what it. In general with fashion, that's what it is. If you get a certain item on the right person, it creates a demand for people to want it because they want what that person has. I mean, it's like that in history. If you see somebody, Jay-Z or Kanye, wearing somebody's jacket and you've never seen it before, everybody goes out looking, oh, what do they have on? And they want to buy it.
I'm just not paying no $1,000 for no shoe.
No, I agree. But it's those people that want to have what that person has, and no matter if they have the money or not to spend it, they're going to buy it.
$1,000 is a bit much. I don't plan on doing it again.
Cut it out. We aren't even going to talk about you.
That's why I said I don't plan on it. I don't plan on it.
You always talk about don't plan.
Mr. Miami.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've made some pretty poor decisions in my
This nigga always talking this crap. Get out of here.
But I don't know, man. I feel like you said, I feel like honestly, man, you know, the buyers, I feel like the buyers gotta take some accountability as well.
Oh, definitely.
Because as a buyer, you see that shoe and you buy it because you buying that shoe because you feel like, oh yeah, it's worth $2,500.
We give it power
for everybody else at that point.
Yeah, the buyer gives it power. Like Louis Vuitton, my wife always said, like Louis Vuitton, they don't put nothing on. They don't discount anything. You don't never see a Louis Vuitton sale. Like,
Never.
you know, you just bought
You don't have to.
Them jumps went on sale. You bought full price. You know.
Yeah, I've never. Never. That's. Yeah. And see, and I think it's just based off the status, based off their status. They don't have to.
Yeah,
I feel like
greedy. But those retro ones, those are resellers buying that shoe. That's not the game. Ain't nobody here going to look for them trophy room ones and paying that price that they got people paying.
Top,
$1,500.
check your DM when you get a minute, Top. I don't even like those trophy. I mean, but that's just me. I don't even like those.
If you read what he's saying that the prices have been set and they didn't even release. It's the fiends willing to pay the ridiculous prices. And I'm going, most of the people with those pairs are resellers. Those are resellers. Yeah, those are resellers that paid that.
Yeah.
Because most people that got them now, they not wearing them.
No.
Yeah, ain't nobody trying.
And like I said again, in my opinion, I don't even, but that's my opinion still. I don't even like that one. It's just not for me. I'm good on that one.
Yeah, I ain't a fan of that shit.
I'm over Jordan 1s. I'm just over one. It's just so damn many.
Everybody said that last year. Ain't nobody making that.
Bro, you notice that? That's the conversation every year.
Yeah. Every once in a while, it might be a one or two that I like. I think I bought two last year. Okay, no. Well, no, yeah, last year. I bought the golden black ones, the patent leather ones, and I bought the Biohazard.
Yeah, just one. That's it. Biohack ones, the only ones I purchased last year.
I bought those, and then I bought the black and gold ones because they were clean. I like them. But I got one for me and the wife. But other than that, those are the ones.
Tops, what's up, Tops?
What's up, man? How you guys doing on this beautiful Sunday?
Hey, man, it's snowing. It's snowing on my side of town. So
yeah.
Hey,
oh man,
it started now on me.
Yeah, I feel like last year,
and they dropped a lot of ones.
A lot of times, a lot of fucking ones. I feel like a lot of that energy be temporary, bro. A lot of that energy be temporary.
Yeah, to be honest with you, like real talk, like I never understood the hype behind Jordan 1s. Because a lot of people hype it.
I understand the hype, but I'm over it at this point.
I never understood it. Like I got one pair of ones in my collection.
It's like DJ Khaled.
I sell them.
Another one. Like they keep.
I sell them like I'm like, damn, I really like these. And like 3-4 months go by, I'm like, damn, these going for this much? Hold up, dope. Because I already wore them.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, I'm good on. I'm good, man. I'm so good on. And like I said, it's just too many. And if you think about the highs, the mids, the lows, it's like, bro. Okay, bro. Okay, we get it.
I got it.
We get it, bro. But I mean, like I said, as long as people are buying them up, hey, they're going to continue to
whatever sells.
push them out.
You know, a lot of things like these trophy ones, like you guys were talking about the market set and all that stuff. Like, who set that market, right? We don't know. To me, that shoe right there in particular, about 3% of the buyers who bought that shoe were people who rock shoes, right? Like in the regular, they wanted that. And they're like, well, it's going to be so hard for me to get. I'd rather just pay the 2 bands right now and get them, right? But the rest, the 98%, fucking, those are resellers right there. Those are all resellers that are buying from another reseller and another reseller.
The thing is, how do you even know that you're getting an authentic pair paying that $2,000 up front, though?
And at that point,
about that now, though.
At that point,
the conversation that don't matter now.
That in a way it doesn't matter. In a way it does. Like for me, it does matter, right? I wouldn't buy a shoe like that right now. Like if you were to ask me, I wouldn't buy it because of that reason. Now, if I do get my hands on one of them, had the opportunity to get my hands on, I'm gonna go based on like the shape of the shoe, look at certain things. But we don't know. Look at certain things.
No. What happened? I hear a robot.
I hear something that's not supposed to be here. That's for sure. I ain't send him the link, whoever that is.
I didn't hear nothing else.
Oh, I'm good. Y'all good. I don't hear nothing else.
I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if it was in my end, but
I mean, Retro, from the way the game is going now, yeah, people probably don't care now. But when you thinking, bro, for 2 bands, you ain't paying 2 bands for some bullshit.
I'm not paying 2 bands at all.
I mean, no doubt. But to pay $2,000 and the shoe is not authentic, nah.
But
yeah,
you
that's
don't know.
gonna hurt.
No, you don't know. Yeah, you don't know. So that's why is it even worth that? Like,
Paying the 2 bands don't make it authentic.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll,
I'm saying, why even risk $2,000 though? Why risk it?
Because that's what the price is.
Yeah, but if the Shoe Freak's question is like, how are you gonna risk $2,000 on something you don't know if you're getting legit or not?
It may not even be real. Now I understand that's what the hype is.
But that all right. So what? 2,000 spending 2,000 on a shoe that you don't know is real or not is different from spending 500 on the shoe that you don't know if it's real or not.
I don't spend nothing on.
I'm willing to take a 500 loss. I'm not gonna lie.
2 bands is 2 bands.
Yeah, you're wild. I'm not taking no loss. If I'm already going into it with me not knowing if the shoe's real or not, then what's the point of me there? What are you there for?
Look, having trouble.
I agree. But what I'm saying is, if I'm going into that situation with 500, I feel confident about it. 500 or 2,000. But what I'm saying is, I would much rather spend 500 and get got than to spend 2,000 and get got.
Yeah, that's like the difference in saying I'd rather get punched in my face than my nuts.
I'd rather get punched in the face than
I'd much rather get punched in the face.
I take the face.
How about I not get punched at all? The fuck?
But hey, but what if you don't have that option? Let's say you gotta buy the shoe.
When it comes to there is no nobody's holding the gun. Fuck that. He said, "What if you gotta buy the shoe?" Like, nah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Obviously, nobody wants to get touched at all. But I'm just saying, bro. Obviously, if these guys is out here paying 2,000, they are overly confident, or they just like, I don't give a fuck because I'm gonna flip it anyway.
Yeah, he gonna get somebody over the head with it.
But I understand those guys. If you're going into it, invest in it to flip it, then cool. But if you're going in 2K just to throw it on your feet and then you don't know if it's real or not, that's a problem for me. That's
the same thing. It's the same thing to try to flip it.
Okay, what happens?
If you buy a fake shoe for 2,000 and then try to flip it and then come to find out it's fake, you might get on top of you getting exposed viciously, depending on who you try to sell it to. They may try to take your fucking head off. $2,000.
But when you're buying something like that, there's also a storyline that comes with it. There's receipts that come with it. So it's like, hey, I got it from this person who said they got it from, like, there's a line that goes down the line. So it's not like I'm just coming to you saying, hey.
No, I agree. So if you tell me, I got this shoe for you, I paid $2,000 for the shoe, and then I give you my money, and I found out, Retro, bro, this shoe ain't real. And you like, oh yeah, but I got it from Tops. Tops got it from Doughboy. Doughboy work it. I don't give a fuck about none of them. I know you. I'm talking to you.
So then you would get your bread back, and then now I'm going back to channels.
Yeah, but not everybody's like you.
Everybody's not giving that money back.
And a lot of these folks are like you, bro.
That's a totally different story. That's a different topic then now.
Everybody's not gonna say, okay, you know what? I apologize. Here's your
here you go, $2,000 back. You know what I'm saying?
Prove it. Prove they ain't real.
Mm-hmm. Like let's say, for example, let's say you buy that shoe now for 2 bands, and all of a sudden the shoe releases and they only going for about 800.
Yeah,
you could.
I see that's how it's happening. But remember, the 2 bands is not what the shoe is worth. The 2 bands is because you're getting it early and you're getting it before everybody else. You're paying for that.
Yeah.
You're not paying because that's what the shoe's worth.
Well, it depends, because some people might think that shoe is worth 2 bands.
The person whose pockets is getting padded, that's who thinks it's worth 2 bands.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, because you gotta remember, like,
What do you mean, dude? So that chunky donkey is worth $1,000.
no.
They almost 3,000 in my
Okay.
side.
I feel like the chunky donkey. To me, I feel like I told you, had I would have missed the chunky donkeys at retail,
You were willing to pay $5. I
was willing to pay $500. And if I'm running to one of y'all, and I'm like, man, look, I got $500, and Top's like, my nigga, you give me $650 right now, they're yours. I'm not letting $150 stand in my way of owning that shoe. Because I feel like, even though I said $5, I feel like, okay, I feel like, oh, you know what, it is worth $650. So it's all about if you're willing to pay that.
Yeah.
And everybody got a price.
People are willing to pay for it.
Yeah, some people, not me.
And talking about like retro, I get where you're coming from with the whole we set the price type deal. But you gotta think about it. Like people use StockX as reference, like where the market is, like where is it about, right? Like let's say me for an example, I grab a shoe, I'm gonna resell it. I look at what they're going for. I look at all platforms, and then I set my own price. If people mess with it, they don't. I got people that hit me up and they want to negotiate with me. They got sneakers to trade and all that stuff. So to me, I believe if I'm gonna go buy the sneaker at the price you're asking for, I just set that price of what that particular shoe is going for in that size.
So let me ask you this. StockX, you look at the StockX to see what the price going for and make your price. So if you go look at the shoe on StockX and the cash out price is heavy, do you pay that cash out price? Because see, a lot of these consignment spots, they use StockX when it's convenient for them.
Yeah, when they're buying.
They ain't never giving you the stock out cash out price.
Hell no.
And sometimes that cash out price could be crazy.
So yeah, so let's say this shoe right here, right, is going for about $700, right? And they're like, all right, cool. Payout on StockX, if you were to sell this right now on StockX, is $550. I'll give you $500 flat for them. That person that just did that, to me, they're like, nah, this, that, or they're hungry for money, whatever the case is. But like you just they lowball you so they can sell at a higher price and make a decent amount of profit on that shoe.
Yeah, I mean that's the same with anything. That's been the game forever. GameStop. I mean, of course, that's the business that they do. They want to give you the less money they can so they can make a bigger profit.
But let's say you come to me. Let's say Retro comes to me and yo, Tops, I'll pay you StockX payout. I'm gonna tell you no. Why? This is the price I want to sell it for. I'll hold it. You get what I'm saying? Because I pay resale for this shoe. Now my profit margin shrunk very, very, very low because you wanted to pay StockX payout price. See, I hate when that happens. When people hit me up with that StockX payout price, I don't even write back.
I mean, yeah, but like I said, that's another way. That's another thing. Like I said, a lot of people that sell sneakers, and not necessarily saying you, because I've never done business with you before, but a lot of people that sell sneakers, whether it be people on their own or people who do consignment in the consignment stores, they use StockX when it's convenient. I've been to quite a few of them stores, and they'll say how much you want, and I'm like, all right, just give me $400, and they say, hold on. And they go and they pull up StockX on their phone. It's like, if that's the case, I don't even need you.
Thank you. Because I want to know what made them the end all be all.
Yeah, I don't need you.
They just use them because it's a way of reference. You get what I'm saying? It's a way of
who? Like, I want to know who, but who? Like it's almost like who gave you the block? Who co-signed you on the block? Like who let you be the one to tell me that that's what the shoe is worth?
Marketing. They market.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy because you go to a sneaker con or any sneaker event, somebody's gonna go buy the shoe. They're like, "Yo, you got those for $700?" They're gonna look that shoe up on StockX and see what they last sold for.
So then the culture has given them
we gave them the power.
We deemed them worthy.
But then they go out and they're like, "Yo, StockX last sale was $600, not $750. I'll give you $600." And he's like, all right, go buy it on StockX and wait 2 weeks for him. I got him right now for $750.
Yeah, so I mean, all of that factors in. All of that factors in. If you don't want to wait, then you're gonna give up that extra 150. If not, you're gonna go ahead and and finesse on StockX.
Yeah, and you basically, what I like to tell people is like, look, bro, you got the shoe in hand. If they're authentic to you, then you're good. That's what I want from them. 750. We can negotiate the 750, 725, 720, 700. You know what I'm saying? So the deal can go on. But like, you're asking for $150 savings right there off of my price. I'd rather just hold on to the shoe, because eventually at one point you're gonna get what you want for it if you're patient with it. See, a lot of resellers are not patient in this game. They're not, and that's
they
why
want the quick. They want that quick money. They want that quick flip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the point of how shoes is running right now, you have to. Ain't nobody got no storage.
Depending on the shoe.
Yeah, nobody got no restocks.
If you're not a business, then you're just trying to make that quick 30, 40 on top, 30, 40, 50 on top. 30,
which
40,
for me, I'm not waking out of bed for 30, 40 bucks. That's not enough for me.
I'm with you.
30, 40 bucks. I can't do nothing with 30, 40 bucks. I can't do nothing with 30, 40 bucks. I can make 30, 40 bucks doing something easier than that, So
yeah, I agree.
I'm in the AC trade, right? So let's say I go to a customer's house, they call me, their AC's not broken, it's broken, whatever. I get there on a Saturday, and at 5 o'clock, and the capacitor, right? I go, hey sir, your capacitor is messed up. You replace it. It'll be $280 plus the service call fee. You're looking at $425 out the door. And I checked everything out, whatever, and it's not. He's like, but I could buy that part for $15 on Amazon. I go, cool. Give me $50. I'll give it to you, and you put it on.
That's different. I think that's different though. You're providing a skill set.
That make me want
to have a skill set that there's no skill set.
Not everybody thinks like that.
Reselling sneakers.
You be surprised. You'd be surprised, but it's kind of somewhat the same if you think about it.
Ain't no skill.
I went through something to get that shoe in my possession, right? I went through something to get that shoe in my possession so I could provide service to the public. If I have a price on that, you can argue my price.
You had the money in the plug to get that shoe, not the.
But
that's not a skill, though.
Yeah, that's not a skill set.
Nah, it's a skill.
No, it's a skill.
Nah, that's not a skill.
But you gotta remember.
Okay, if
it's a lot of people.
If you had that sneaker like months before it's even released, okay, that's a skill set. You have the access to something before anybody else can get it. That is a skill set. But if it's released, and you got it when it's already released. It's no.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
I get that, but you also gotta remember this. His plug put him in this best position.
No, so I'm talking about release day though.
Yeah, release after.
Yeah, let's talk about a sneaker. But let's say Retro, you live in Yoder, Colorado. That's in the middle of nowhere, and there's no way for you to get that shoe. And I live in Yoder, Colorado. I'm the only one with that shoe in my possession. Are you gonna pay my price?
Yeah, but then that just comes down to money, though.
Okay, but that's what I'm.
That's not. I'm saying it's not a skill on your end.
And you call me because you need service. You're calling me for a pair of shoes that you want.
But because of the internet, I don't have to deal with somebody in my town. I can deal with anybody in the world.
That's what I'm saying. In the day and age that we're in now, I don't have to deal with you.
Before the internet,
else.
Yes, but now with internet, I can deal with anybody in the whole entire world to get something for somebody.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's not a skill because
I get that aspect.
I'm gonna hit you over the head with this one.
When you create friendships with different people, it's like now you got a plug. You got a plug because y'all been dealing with each other long enough. A shoe comes out released and it sells out quick as fuck. Ain't nowhere for you to get it. Now, of course, you can go to StockX, go pay that extra money, wait for that shipping time, or you can holler at me. So I put the work in. I put the work in to get the shoe. So I had to throw my plug something extra. I had to pay for the retail, and I also had to build a relationship with this man to get the shoe. So all of that plays a part of it.
Yeah. So let's say, for an example, I go and I got a buddy of mine.
I mean, it's not a major skill set, but it's still more than just going to the store, paying for the shoe, going back home. It's a little bit more than that.
But that's kind of like the difference between like a mom and pop store and Walmart. Mom and pop store are going to sell that same thing for more money because they have to, because they went through certain things. Versus a Walmart, they have the mass, so they can sell that same pair of jeans for a lot cheaper.
No, I agree with that. I agree.
So yeah,
Yeah,
if you're a small independent person, you got more overhead, so you need to charge a little bit more because you went through more things to get that sneaker. So you try to make a bigger profit for yourself.
Exactly. So the next person did nothing. The person that went to shoot from me, they didn't go do anything. They got a hit on the sneakers app. They took the L. Now they just in the house watching TV, eating cereal. But they still want to shoot.
Yeah, that's like me going. You live next door to me, my neighbor. Right? And I go and they're like, "Hey, Tops, I need this shoe right here." I pay $250 for them, and I tell them, "Okay, you want the shoe? It's gonna be $290. You want them? Yes or no?" "Yeah, I want them." I go get them. I pay the $250. I come back. It's a mile away. I come back. Hey, here you go. He paying my $290. He can't argue with that price because I literally gave him my service. I went, got the shoe for you. You didn't have to do nothing. That's my service for that shoe right there. So
yeah, I mean,
we agree that it's a service. I mean, what you comparing it as a skill set is what we would come with that. I'm not talking about the service.
It's not.
It can still be considered a skill set because, like I said, when you build relationships, some people don't know how to do that. Some people don't know how to build relationships. They don't know how to talk. You will be surprised.
But that's why StockX has changed the game. You can buy the sneaker you want to without having to worry about somebody building a relationship.
Yeah, the person that doesn't want to do that ain't gonna deal with nobody.
They just go on StockX.
They got the technology. They don't have to.
They got the technology, but they don't have the money. See, they don't want to go on StockX and pay $400 and then wait 2.5 weeks to get the shoe. When I'm
the thing is, you don't know what
that's a different topic.
That's different. I agree.
And that's
most of the motherfuckers,
you don't know what you're getting.
StockX wouldn't be around. Well, StockX wouldn't be around and be as mainstream if there wasn't a bunch of people copping off of StockX. Come on now.
No, that's a fact. I agree.
People ain't dealing with regular. Ain't nobody pulling up to the block to buy a shoe no more. They going right on StockX the day after or the day of. I know people that wake up late, like, yeah, I slept through it. I'm just gonna go to see what it is on StockX. Okay, yeah, bye.
Yeah, you're not seeing
I agree. There's people that do that, but you gotta know the people that do that. Once they go on StockX and they see a shoe that was $100, that's now $350. They want the shoe. They're like, damn, this shoe the one of a whole extra $250. Let me see who I can call. That's when that come into play. Because people still going to StockX. But StockX ain't everybody's first choice. That's
my last resort. Go is my last resort. I don't use StockX.
You're gonna check it out and see what they asking, and then you're gonna say, you know what? Let me see what's up. Let me see what's up with Retro. Retro might, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna reach out to some people and find out is it a definite no that I'm not gonna get this shoe for anything less than this. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go do what I got.
But you would have to sell me the shoe less than what I can get on StockX though.
Exactly.
If you're gonna sell for more,
we're gonna give you the home price.
Then what's the?
Has everybody on here? Has everybody up here right now bought a shoe from StockX?
I have,
and it was a really bad experience.
What happened?
Okay, now out of that conversation that you just said, Shoe Freak, all three of y'all have bought from StockX. Knowing y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all had the networks and being able to call somebody to find out elsewhere. But you also still have bought a shoe off of StockX.
Yeah, I did it more for content purpose. I bought a pair of Yeezy 350s. I forgot which one it was. I bought them like almost 4 weeks early, and I got them on a week after release day. That was a bad experience.
God,
and I paid top dollar, and when I received the shoe was like $160 cheaper than what I bought them for. Yeah, I was really pissed. So that was definitely a bad experience. My second experience was the same thing, buying an early shoe, and I got it literally like the day of release day.
So you had a bad experience, and you had the nerve to double down?
Yeah,
it might have been it for me after that. It might have been it for me after that.
You a good dude, because
you gotta remember you bought them. You ordered 2 weeks before release date, and you got them a week after. Nah, it's
on the Yeezys, bro. And I tried canceling it and everything. They didn't want to let me.
Yikes!
They wanted to give me credit. I was like, no, just give me the shoe, bro. Just give me the shoe. Because I already seen how StockX was working with the whole credit thing, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like they were playing with people's money. That's why they ended up in the lawsuits and shit like that. And I never used StockX ever again. Screw that. I was like almost 2 years ago.
That's wild.
So those are your only 2 times using StockX, I would assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even use StockX as reference price. Like I go on GOAT to see what they're going for or selling for.
I haven't used GOAT yet though. I haven't been.
I like GOAT's customer service. I sell a lot of shoes on GOAT, especially used sneakers. Like I'll find used sneakers and I'll clean them up real nice and throw them on GOAT and make a good profit. And it helps my score go up. So like right now I could just buy like 10 pairs of shoes on release day and not even post one picture on my GOAT account. I could just post all 10 different sizes, whatever, and just just sell through there. Like even early shoes as well, everything. Like my account with GOAT is freaking amazing. Another thing, I had an issue where I sent a pair of 5s in the wrong box, and I hit up GOAT and I let them know, be like, hey, I sent you guys the wrong box. The next day I sold another pair of 5s. I sent them with the box that it was missing. I sent it with that box, and then they swapped it out at the thing before they sent it to the buyer, and everything. It was crazy. But I had to give the buyer a discount. I had to give them like a 5% discount for the delay, because obviously the buyer was going to receive the shoe way later on than what he was expecting. So the customer service was on point, at least with my experience. So an hour later, I got an email back.
So do they have a phone number for their customer service? Or
no, it's through email, bro. Like I literally emailed them on a Sunday afternoon when I realized once the other shoe sold, I'm like, yo, where's the box to it?
Yeah, StockX customer service.
Because I always take pictures before I ship them out to GOAT, just in case if something goes left. And I realized when I looked at the shoe tag, it said for the top 3 5s instead of the Fire Red 5.
Yeah, StockX definitely, their customer service definitely is pathetic. I would agree with that.
So I send them the pictures. I send them the account, the number of the transaction of the shoe, of which shoe that I was talking about with the other transaction number, bro. Really, they hit me up. They're like, hey, look, it's okay. We're gonna contact the buyer and see what he wants to do, if he still wants it or not. And they hit me back the next day saying, hey, buyer's willing to take 5% off. I was like, bet, take the 5%. You know,
yeah, that's good. I've never, like I said, I feel like I will probably order from GOAT in the near future. I just haven't used them yet. I do know, like I said, StockX customer service is absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it is terrible. I think it's that right now they got too much to handle with. Like, I feel like they got so much business going on, they don't have enough employees to take care of all the bull crap that goes on the app. You know what I mean? So
that makes sense.
It's just crazy, bro. But man, I'm gonna go out to eat, man. I appreciate you, Shoe Freak, letting me come in here and speak on this whole situation. You know, me and Bang Bang over here.
I'm about to shut it down myself. I'm about to go get me some food, man. I just want to jump up on here for a quick second, man. I appreciate you.
Y'all.
Hey, man, listen. It's time you got to get some food, man.
No,
I definitely appreciate all y'all for pulling up, though. That's a fact. Everybody in the chat that pulled up, I appreciate everybody. For real.
Salute. Tops, Doughboy, Shoe Freak. You already know,
man. Y'all have a good one.
Got it.